Lucky TZ.
Lucky TZ.
He did say that he is banking on a lot of luck to get his victories. Now against onic, will that luck be enough?
That's the question. And even the lineup rating looks like it's leaning more towards onic for game number 2. Possibly the final game of this best of 3 series against the Sky Kings Rebellion. Can they force a game number 3? Let's welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, into the land of dawn for game number 2.
See how this plays out, especially in the early game. Once again, Vincent on the Roger will have a lot of clear, but what can Rebellion do with that faster clear speed? Can they go for an invade? Can they go for an earlier gank? Or even go for some steals right here? With Sans on the Yves, I don't remember, when's the last time we saw Sans using the Yves? It might be in the previous season. Season, or is it actually in the?
I think last
in the M series.
Oh yeah, the M series. You're right.
The final
finals. Yep.
He did utilize Eve in the grand finals. That was unfortunately the game that they lost. I don't think we want to talk about that. But something I do want to talk about is Cars. Whoa, man! Super aggressive choice for Cars. Lethal ignition over the quantum charge that Lutpi and most Paquitos go for. Definitely going to go for a lot more burst heavy of an approach, and he does have the flicker as well, so I don't think he's going for the slippery maneuver Paquito. He's going for the backline assassination Paquito. With a Yves in the picture, that's definitely an option. Sans though going with a rupture on the Yves. He knows that he wants to be able to do that damage. Kyrie going in for an aggressive play.
Wow, onto RDTZ. Appraiser's wrap. What? Yo, RDTZ just got assassinated by Kyrie on the Fredrin early on. He already used the flicker.
That takes calculation, precise calculation. Early game, already very confident with his movements, and he was able to actually go in for a kill onto him. A solo kill, technically. And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, CW as well as D going at it for now. But that should propel Kyrie in terms of levels, does it not?
I think it's gonna give him a bit of an edge for sure. But Vincent, he's actually out-leveling Kyrie. Swaylo gonna be the target there. Kyrie actually gets chunked quite a bit, and Swaylo is going to hit level 4 in a bit. Cars! Dude, jacked on the look. Oh my god, just almost takes him out. Wow, but he gets the shielding from the turtle, and now Vincent pounces. But now the hard guard comes in by Keyboard, cancels out. Real Roman Blade to the back as Kyrie is forced to run away. Vincent picks up a double kill, and Rebellion come back in that team fight.
2-4-0 trade for Rebellion. We're going to be able to get the orange buff. Building, Kyrie's there.
Knockout strike to get him out. Kyrie, though, will be taken out by Audi this time. Revenge for the Florin.
Vincent picks up the orange.
Great play by Rebellion to really push back the tempo and use that window of opportunity to try and get even more instead of just immediately backing away. onic, though, were able to secure the turtle in that fight, so overall, I think it's still somewhat okay, but I think early on, onic were counting on being able to win in these skirmishes. Not really going as planned for them so far, but a 1k gold lead, though, Rebellion. Now you have to ask them, like, where exactly are they trying to actually swing their weight around? Is it towards the gold lane to try and save the carry from the Brody? Is it towards the E.X.P lane to ensure that Cars will be in a strong matchup?
I mean, who swung their vote? Right? It was 91% for onic in game number 1, and now it became 92%. Who's the traitor?
Who's the traitor? I don't think we can really, find that one dude or a few dudes who went and added up that 91 to 92, but darn you traitors.
Yes,
you should support your team at all times, man. But maybe they're like neutral dudes, They're just like are watching and like, oh, I think Rebellion will win, and then they're like, oh, never mind. After game 1, that could be. Maybe the Rebels stay true. The Rebels in the building at least are staying true to the Rebellion team.
Turner sure likes that consistency. Now look at the rotation from Rebellion. They seem to be wanting to go for Kyrie, not going for the laners.
Just trying to get Vincent ahead. 2 levels now. The turtle spawns, but they don't care. They just want to completely bully Kyrie in the jungle. Even Cars now, with the shove up top, will have so much more prio compared to onic. Swaylo caught DPZ on Swaylo. That's a defensive penalty zone. Kyrie still secures it though.
But both of them have used Rex here to top down in the real world revelation into the abrasion's path, and Sway Low gets picked off. Luppi finishes him off. Now Vincent tied up, taunted up. Kyrie looking for the cancel the immobilization as well from Keyboy. Tying him up very, very well. Vincent, like him pound, trying to run away, but now Luppi picks up another. Keyboy, look at him. He's chasing cars down. The little girl.
It's a scary little girl indeed. And you think that with Kyrie falling behind, they would have let that go, but no, they committed to it. And they were able to get the favorable trade. Meanwhile, Cars does go for a solo kill onto Luppi, so there is another trade in favor for Rebellion, as now they're on the way to the neutral objective, but Kyrie gets it.
Oh no, Sway Low, not again, Sway Low! He might just be dead here. Doesn't even need to use the torn apart memory. CW smooches him to death. D tries to walk up, but I think it might be a bit too aggressive. He disengages.
Aggressive moves there for D that could have ended up really badly for him. Rebellion, they're holding their own, but onic really seems to be gaining some ground right here. And you can see with the emblems, right? Kyrie not going for the concussive blast. He knows it's going to be a fight, a game with a lot of prolonged fights where he can profit that rage smite again and again for maximum value. And look at Ice Cream's one computer for Sans. He's going for setting up for a dive.
Whoa! Torn apart memory! Oh, beautifully done by Sans and CW.
That looked way too easy. How do they do that? Sans and CW, that chemistry, that synergy, the timing as well from CW to come back at that right moment. And not just a kill onto D, but they also get a turret in the bottom side as well.
Now with the Flash of the Waste is completed for both roamers though, Audi and Keyboy, this means that the fights are going to get even longer. And I must say, from the looks of it, it really is going to favor onic with the more spammable spells, especially with the Yves that has been buffed in the hands of Sans. He's going for no Enchanta Talisman, by the way. Went for the Demon Shoes, straight into the Ice Queen's Wand for the quicker power spike. A build that I personally like using myself.
Now they're rotating towards his top side.
Good clear from Cars. He actually baited out the ultimate from Luppi too. So Rebellion will be able to fend off the siege up top.
Players Gold by UBS Gold shows that CW is #1, but Vincent and Cars, they're not falling far behind. Sans does overtake Cars there at #3. But despite everything that's going on, Vincent is still holding his own in the jungle.
Aside from Sans, everyone else is relatively close to each other. But as the fights keep building up like this, I feel like the fighters on the side of onic are gonna start accruing a lot more gold here as Luppi tries to zone everyone away, the whole team!
With the Angela, you can do this, Vincent gets shredded down, my god, forced to use the Bloom Sway Low to DPZ to try to fend off. Not able to find CW now with the flicker forwards as well. Whoa, what an outcome, make it peel CW! Does he survive? He goes for the Quantum Charge, but Sway Low swings his hammer one last time. Not even Cars can escape from Sans. He takes another member down, and he looks to chase Sway Low. Oh no, on the Terizla. With a few swings of the hammer, not able to escape, immobilized, taunted up, and just taken out by Luppi. A trade from the down below, but it's only a turret.
Look at the items that are rolling in for onic, man. Glowing Wand completed for Sans that allowed him to do a lot more damage, a lot more work in the previous fight, and Luppi 4-2-1 now with the Brute Force Breast, but he's gonna be a lot stickier on the while sticking to the back line of Rebellion as Keyboy takes away the purple buff.
What? You're right. Kyrie did kind of fail taking away the orange buff, but there was a trade with him picking it up. Does that put Rebellion in a bad spot? Losing the purple buff?
Taking the buff away from the jungler is always going to be a value play. Vincent is desperately trying to keep up with Kyrie in levels. He is so far, but even though he can keep him in levels, they don't really perform the same way. If they are equally leveled with this kind of composition, he can't really get the same kind of value. So onic are happy to just sit right here and siege down a lot of these turrets. They have Yves, they have Brody. This is a brutal, long-range turret sieging composition that they're using very effectively. Look at D! Just zoned away due to the glowing one, Ice Queen's one combo.
And Kyrie as well, looking for the angle to actually sandwich them within this turret. As CW just goes on to take shots at the turret. What did the turret do to deserve this, man?
We're turret. So sad to see. But that Yves last pick has proven clutch, proven value. Why? Because of the range. It seems like D is having a lot of trouble dishing out that damage because of the damage given onto him because of Sans. And that is one of the main conditions that Rebellion holds, right? D on the carry, but no damage output so far. He needs to play a lot smarter because of that, and that room for mistakes is a lot bigger for D in this game because of the Eve.
Oh man, look at the damage though. Oh, penalty zone! Two-man stun, Sans. Gonna be forced to use the real manipulation. Cars goes into the back, does some damage, and Vincent is able to take him down. Loopy with vengeance down. Praiser's flag with the retribution. A CW. Turn upon memory onto the members. Not enough to take him down just yet. A good smooch on the Swaylo to stun him down. One last shot should do it, but Swaylo gets a little bit more healing. Taunt not connecting, but CW wants to chase for more. Gets forced to back away. Vincent shoots his gun. Sans traded for the Lord.
Everyone just diving in, going to make sure that Sans can't keep outputting that damage. That's the problem with a late game. Well, this is 10 minutes, but a mid to late game Yves can output so much damage from so far away. It's almost like a secondary carry. And only a few mages can serve the same purpose. And you can tell that Rebellion are not really willing. They really dislike having Sans with a hero like the Yves because they ban away the Lilia, a similar hero that can spam out those spells and output that damage to assist and pull some focus away from CW. On the Yves right now, you saw how difficult it was for Rebellion. They use so many things just to ensure that Sans gets taken out. And afterwards, if they do that, CW can just wreak havoc. And if they go for CW, then the opposite is true. Sans can just get out of control.
But the problem now is AudiTZ picked up a fleeting time. And in that team fight, it felt like Florian's ultimate made a lot of miscalculations on the side of onic.
Hold up, Swaylo. Oh, DPZ canceled. Finally gets it off. Yeah, back to your point, Eternal. Oh, never mind. Cars.
Oh no.
Oh, knockout strike for a while, but oh, CW. The executor here on the Brody just takes him out with two basic attacks.
Okay, doesn't matter then. I was hitching on the fact that with the fleeting time, AudiTZ can spam her ultimate a lot more, causing miscalculations for onic. But I think at this point, it doesn't look like it matters. For 5k already, onic, and they're looking absolutely no time at all being able to munch through that tower.
That's the problem, man. There's no real need for onic to commit hardcore to any of these fights or any of these pickups. Even if they do get saved by the Bloom, then onic can just hold their ground and just keep throwing out spells and waiting out all of that utility until eventually Rebellion will just run out or get run down. The long fights, like we said, is what they're banking on. And the Chi-Chi, by the way, in the middle of the big fight, the ultimate, tying two members together, is also a massive benefit right now that Rebellion are also having issues trying to deal with.
What's he doing?
Skin display. Ladies and gentlemen, new NLBB XKOF. Power Wave. Power Wave. That's Terry right there on your screen.
Terry Bogart, the boxer.
My personal favorite is Mai Shiranui Masha for two big reasons, the health bar and the damage.
Yeah, I see it.
That's fair. But back to the game right here where Keyboy already is just setting up on the Angela. He has the Necklace of Durance as well, by the way, so even the reduction is available once the Bloom's effects of denying or negating the healing reduction has passed. Cars with the Sea Halberd though, he's trying to go for assassinations, but Ludwig.
Swaylo for the penalty zone, but he's, oh my god, that's some damage on the CW. Turn up our memory used up. Not enough to take anyone down. Oh, Vincent! The light can pounce. The AoE. Now the hard guard comes down. Vincent gonna be caught in the appraiser's wrath. Not enough though, as Kyrie is up there. He's able to find Keyboy, where he ulted for the hard guard. And all of a sudden, the tides swing back to RBL's favor.
That was an unfortunate run in for Keyboy in the top side. I don't know why he committed. I'd love to see a replay of what happened, but because it looked like Keyboy re-engaged onto Cars, and then Cars ultimately was able to get that kill. They were in a 1v1 for quite some time, and the fact that the hard guard didn't come through, that lost onic the team fight.
The hard is definitely a big factor here in how the fights are supposed to go. And for Rebellion, Vincent's hard efforts to really try and outfarm and outscale Kyrie is paying off. 1,600 gold ahead. He is technically one item ahead of Kyrie, and he is outputting damage along with B. So despite onic also having multiple members doing damage, Rebellion also have multiple members that they have to try and focus on, especially with cars already with the haptoses as well.
Oh my, Kyrie just got deleted by T. The true damage doing work. Now it's way low. We're losing immortality, but that's just it now. CW looking to clear it out. Lycan bouncing half of his HP away. Oh, CW with the punish on the sway low as he pops into with a nature. Now stunned up. Oh, he finds TZ with that skill 1 and Angela. Keyboard was able to find a CW. Going forward now, has a smooch, has a total pro memory, but no, he doesn't. He actually is forced to flicker backwards. Sans is on the chase though. Cars, shot Sans flickers out from the last jab, gets the hard guard HP too. And Cars has enabled Vincent and D to escape.
Edge on the edge of our seat, man. Stop. onic need to chill. Like CW, and then it was Sans. Okay, we get that you guys have a hard guard, but they're giving mini heart attacks, man.
Yeah, we need hard guards. But the AI prediction presented by the Samsung Galaxy S24 series shows a 56% real-time victory rate for Rebellion. They do have the carry for the late game, and Vincent is doing a great job. I feel like the main issue right here is the difference in speed, in time. For onic, it's always about the long, drawn-out fights where they can eventually weather down and whittle down the HP bars. For Rebellion, the fact that they have the Blooms, the fact that they have a Paquito, a Roger, and a Carry technically, all of these heroes do an insane amount of burst damage. So if onic goes for those short trades, moving forward aggressively, not respecting the burst damage, then Rebellion will win, because they can eventually, slowly but surely, pick off the members of onic that are overextending. Whereas if Rebellion don't get that big fight, then they just get kited away, they get chased down, slowed down slowly but surely, and later on get cleaned up by the CC and the Angela combo. So it all comes down to execution. And with the Lord actually on the bottom side, that's a great situation for onic there. Having the base turret taken on the side of the Lord. They can still go for the Angela split push play, but at this point, it's a bit too risky with Vincent and Cars both technically able to just completely one-shot Keyboy before he can escape with a hard guard.
Remember what happened though last time? Neutral objective Lord dance. Cars was able to go for a split push.
Might be deja vu, but we'll see, because onic seems like they are managing their waves properly. Up top is a slow push though, and both teams reset the Lord. The sustain coming in for Rebellion is just really clutch though at this point. You can see that everyone from half HP, a couple of spells from Audi is enough to just heal them back to full. And from half HP, a Blue will heal them, will top them up to full HP already. So onic are fighting double HP bars technically. I'm just keeping my eye on the Cars right now.
See.
What he wants to do rotation-wise, because Angela is all alone up there. CC, look, actually going at it now with an all-in onto the Paquito. We'll see if Cars can actually evade from it. That's a lot of damage placed down on the Cars of Rebellion. Look to commit on a neutral objective. Kyrie stopping him from resetting. Now as D goes in on the look peek. Has the Vengeance, real world ablation, plays down Vincent. Looking for a Retri Appraiser's Wrath though, comboed it together with the Retribution for the part memory as well. But D is able to get out of the stacks now as Cars gets a knockout strike on the CW. Vincent doing some damage, has a Lycan form, but needs to respect the damage that can come back onto him. onic. What a win on the neutral objective.
That was best case scenario. And you should have seen it was tailored to perfection, right? They didn't want to straight away send Sans to the top side in fear of the presence of Cars. And so they utilized CC to open up the vision to really stick on to Cars so they knew where Cars was. When CC started to rotate towards the Lord, the opening up of the map was so value. It's just a masterclass from onic, and they go for the siege.
Oh, D already down to half HP, and this time he does not have the Purify. Not even the Wind of Nature. And onic know that. They're gonna use just one wave to look for a possible end angle.
Hard guard hovered over to CW. Holy Crystal from Sans already. And now the empowered wave reaches the top side of the map where Cars is just going to be melted down. Still able to escape right now. The penalty zone locks CW down. Has a flicker to escape for a bit, but Kyrie will be munched on by Vincent on the Lycan pound. Sans now next to the target. Next to the chopping block. Vincent goes in with Lycan form again, losing immortality as Flippy pops in Vengeance. Now CW free hitting still in the back line. And Sway Low is all alone. Gets smooched by the Brody and taken out.
That's a 1-for-1 trade right there, right here. Kyrie gets taken off the board. It doesn't look like onic want to go for the defense just yet. They open up the turret in the bottom side. CW still on standby. But again, he has to respect that damage coming through from Cars.
On the other side for onic though, with a BOD in the hands of CW, full items, and Sans on the Eve. They're gonna go for this final turret, and the siege power is just so devastating from onic. They clear out the base, and they're playing it disciplined. They don't want to let Rebellion, by a stroke of luck, find anything. But now it's back to the waiting game, but they have the wave advantages, and man, what season is it? I keep asking. Going for the Lords, waiting, using the real-world manipulation at the right moment. This is all things we haven't seen in a long, long time.
It's very rare we do see it. And when we see we also think of Suelo. It was one of his highlighted heroes. One of my questions was the Roger earlier on picked up the BOD. It looks like he sold it again.
What he did is going for now just like a double proc here with the Endless Battle and the Giants, the Thunderbelt. So he is just trying to be a bit more, provide more utility and go for more burst damage. Because for the most part in these big fights, Vincent hasn't been just staying still, outputting damage, hitting from far away. He's been going in to assassinate someone and then immediately tries to get out while the healing, while the sustain coming in from RDTZ can't keep him alive. And now onic, they're just playing the waiting game. They bait out Sway Low.
Wow, Sans just flickers out of that. Vincent trying to do some damage with CW. It's just chunking away. Vincent very low. Torn apart memory not used up. Just CW with a flicker forward. Calvin Winata with a torn apart memory. Picks up the double kill. D is next is Lupe. This plays with the yo-yo. RDTZ trying to back away. There's one wave up top, and onic will try to utilize it to secure a 2-0. Cars in the back with a knockout strike. Lupe with vengeance now zoning them away. He will lose out of the win of nature, but Cars buys a better retrenchment just in time. D will be taken out, and so does Rebellion. 2-0 clean sweep for the Sky Kings.
No more playing around, no more joking around. Upper brackets, here we go.
No mercy whatsoever from onic. They know they have the playoff spot secured, but they have their eyes set on the prize. Whatever the cost, whichever team has to pay the price, they see it, they grab it, they make it happen.
Clean. Even when they found themselves in trouble in the mid game, they were able to find solutions back to the problems that Rebellion caused. Fast adaptation.